Some say you need a nice background or to even live in a nice location to take portraits, but that's an idea that's worth challenging. So let me prove that idea wrong by heading out and sharing some ways to work around uninspiring shooting locations. Rough locations are usually places with poor lighting, distracting elements like debris and random objects. But the first thing to do when you're in these locations is to not look at the big picture. Instead, divide up a place by sections and think about how you can use these areas. If you see a flower bush or even a wall in a parking lot, go for it. Pay attention to textures, colors, lines, and even fixtures in your surroundings to use as a prop for your model to interact with or to add more foreground or visual interest to your photos. But if there are items that you just can't get past or can't even move, you can position your model to cover certain items so it isn't glaring in your face. You can also wipe it out in editing as well. Or you can also learn to embrace the chaos. There's a time and place for every type of shoot, but sometimes there's a certain beauty of something that seems so out of place. And in turn, it allows your eyes to focus more on the subject. Another option is to look up. Literally. Get low on the ground and use a wide lens and utilize the sky or the shapes of the buildings and structures near you. It looks clean and it adds a touch of visual interest in the background. And if you really can't get past any of that, shoot tight. For tighter portraits, I shoot with a LUMIX S85mm to bring out that bokeh and focus on the details and emotion on the model's face. You can also have your model pose in a way that frames their face more so it doesn't feel so flat. And with all that said, be sure to consider the time of day. Not only does it affect your lighting, but also the mood of your portraits and how the shadows and the light cast on your model and surroundings. You can take advantage of the shape of the shadows the sun may cast, or you can angle your model in a manner that works alongside the sun. Flat or mundane locations might seem uninspiring, but there's always a way to work around it or even embrace it. So be sure to comment down below and share some of your tips.